Hey designers, my name is Karthik from Design School for WordPress Beginners, the place where I teach you how to design, build and customize your websites. If you're new here, consider subscribing. In this video, I want to show you a feature added into Elementor version 2.5.8 using which you can trigger pop-ups using individual words, individual classes, Elementor sections, columns or any other widgets. You can also trigger pop-ups in Gutenberg environment without writing any single piece of code. It's that easy. Let's get into the video. So I'll show you how to do that with this sample pop-up. So here I have a pop-up and I can click on the settings cog and it takes me to the settings of the pop-up. Under advanced, there's a new option called open by selector. So once you pick that option, you can simply give a class name. So this should be the class that will trigger the pop-up. As you all know that you can add multiple classes that will trigger the pop-up. Anyway, I just want to give a class name. So I'll just call it pop-up trigger 123. And also you need to add a dot if it's a class and you need to add hash if it's an ID. Don't worry, just add a dot and give any unique name. So once you're done with that, click on update and under triggers, display conditions, you need to make sure that the pop-up is set to entire site so that you can use this feature across the whole website. If you don't set it, the pop-up, even though you've set that open by selector option, it won't show up. You need to allow your pop-up to be displayed across the entire website. That's the condition that you need to add. If you don't add that, your pop-up won't show up. So that's a problem. And triggers and advanced rules, if you want, you can tweak them or you can simply leave them as is and simply save and close. So we just now have things that we need to trigger this pop-up. So we'll just copy the name. Let's start by adding triggers to sections, columns or widgets. So when user clicks on a particular section, column or any widget, will show that pop-up. Let's see that. So I'll just click on this particular section. I'll go to advanced. There's already a class. I can add another class simply by space and entering the name of the class. So now this particular element has two classes. So it has two functions. Of course, if I don't want this class, I can simply remove this. I can simply keep this class, or if I want multiple classes, I can separate them by space, white space. So I just added pop-up trigger 123, which is the one that we added here. So once I add that, let me update and let me remove this. It has some other code. Let me update it again so that it will only show me the pop-up and not any other thing. So now I load the preview page and when I click on that, the pop-up just appears because we have set that class to trigger the pop-up when it's being clicked from here. So open by selector. So here the selector is pop-up trigger 123. You can also make this column or any column open that pop-up, or let's pick another column. So I'll just pick this column. Again, I'll go to classes and I'll paste the class name pop-up trigger 123 and I'll click on update. So when the user clicks on the column anywhere within the column, he'll trigger a pop-up. So anyway, this is going to trigger my pop-up. That's fine. And here is the column that I've set as a trigger. And notice when I click outside the column, the pop-up won't be triggered. So just click on this column. Just like that, my pop-up will be triggered because we've set that column to trigger the pop-up using selector. You can do that with any class on the page or any Elementor page. It doesn't matter. As you've set the display condition to show across the website, it will basically trigger the pop-up when you click on that particular selector. Or if you want the pop-up to be shown only on specific pages, you can add conditions and make sure that these classes are added to any of the elements on that particular page. Anyway, we'll not get deep into that. And you can also have maybe this social icons widget trigger the pop-up. So I'll just click on the social icons widget. I'll go to advanced and again I paste the class name pop-up trigger 123. I'll just click on update. And once I click on update, even this page, which is the preview of that page, will be refreshed. And by the way, you can notice the logo scaling effect here. It's more visible than the previous video. You can see the logo being scaled down. Anyway, so we've added that to our social. So when you click on an individual icon, it opens that particular social network and also the pop-up, because we've said whenever we click on that particular widget, it will trigger pop-up maybe around the widget, just like that. So that's how you add triggers within Elementor templates, pages or posts. So this is quite easy when you do it with Elementor templates, pages or posts. However, I want to show you how you can set individual text to trigger pop-ups. In order to set individual text to trigger pop-up, you better use the text editor widget. So wherever you want individual text to trigger pop-ups, just use the text editor widget. In fact, I've already linked this to my pop-up. Anyway, I'll show it. So I'll link this click word to trigger my pop-up. Well, how do you do that? So once you're in the text editor widget, just switch to text, which is your HTML, and here first wrap the word that you want to act as a trigger with span tags. So there must be an opening span tag and a closing span tag. Don't worry, I'll share this code in the description. It's just a snippet. So once you do that, separate class with a space, and then within double quotes, just add whatever name that you gave to that particular pop-up trigger. So what I'm actually doing here is I'm actually giving or assigning a class to this particular word, only the single word. And in order to distinguish this, you can go back to visual, and I'll just highlight this, maybe italic. I'll make it underlined. You can also add a dummy link by using hash. Click on enter, so that user will know that okay, there's something that I need to do. So when I click on this, there's something that's going to happen. Anyway, I'll click on update. So once you paste this code snippet before and after the word that you want to act as a pop-up. For some weird reason, even though I gave a separate class to this, clicking on any other text will trigger the pop-up, but it's supposed to trigger the pop-up only when I click on this, because I've just added span classes for those two elements. Anyway, I think it's a bug. It will be ironed out before the actual version comes out. So you basically assign a span class to that particular word and name that class pop-up trigger 123 or whichever trigger that you gave for this pop-up in here. So just by doing that, clicking on that particular word will bring the pop-up. And you can do that for any text. So it's that easy. Anyway, let's see how we can trigger pop-ups using Gutenberg environment. So if you're working with Gutenberg blocks, you can also have them trigger pop-ups. It's quite handy. In fact, you can trigger pop-ups with Gutenberg blocks that you haven't edited with Elementor. Of course, if you have edited with Elementor, you already have the access to the classes and all that stuff. But here I have a simple heading and then a simple paragraph widget and an image. Let me add another block in here. So maybe I'll just add a list, something. So you can click on each block, and under advanced, you can add a class to it. So simply when you say pop-up trigger 1, 2, 3, the whole block will act as a trigger to activate the pop-up. So I just clicked on update. I'll refresh this page because it's that particular post. And there's my list. When I click on this, there's no pop-up. And when I click on the list item, any of the list item, it will trigger the pop-up because I've just added the pop-up class to the Gutenberg block. And you can do this with any block. In fact, I've added the same class to this particular image. You can also remove this. Anyway, let's delete this block and add something else. It can be any block, maybe quote. You can also link this to pop-up. So just paste the name of the class that will trigger the pop-up. So I'll say pop-up trigger 1, 2, 3 because that's the name that we've given. I'm sure the spelling is good. Okay, I'll click on update. It's updated. Now I can just refresh this page. And can click on this code to activate that particular pop-up. And notice when I click on right side of the code, that's because this block is not limited to the space that you see. In fact, the block is limited to the entire row. So if you click somewhere here, it won't affect it. If you click on this, it won't affect, because the blocks are basically horizontally scaled. So if I click here, nothing happens. If I click here, nothing happens. But I've added a trigger to this particular word. So when I click on that particular word, it'll trigger the pop-up. How did I do that? Well, it's simple. This is a basic title, or this is a paragraph block. So you can click on HTML and first wrap the word that you want to act as a trigger with span tags. So opening span and closing span, and then add this code class equal to, and double quotes, just give the name of the pop-up. So it can be a single word or a group of words. In fact, I'll just remove the span here and I'll just put it before A. So when I click on A or a trigger, it'll trigger the pop-up. Let's see if that's working or not. So I'll click on update. From here I'll click on preview. So this is actually visual way and this is an HTML way of doing it. If you have the classic editor, well, it's the same. So you'll have visual and text way of doing it. This is HTML and preview. Anyway, so I'll update this again because it's the same post. So when I click on trigger, it will trigger the pop-up. When I click on am, it's not triggering the pop-up because I've said that the class should be wrapped between A and trigger. So no matter which word or which letter I click on between these two words, it will trigger the pop-up, but not any other words within this particular text block. So even if I click between A and trigger, it will trigger the pop-up because the whole span class is covering these two words and the space around them. And of course, I can also click here on trigger or on A itself and that will trigger. So whatever you wrap with the span class or whichever words are there between your opening and closing span tags will actually act as a trigger. So that's how you add individual words to trigger your pop-ups. That's how you do it. It's supposed to work with Elementor as well, but I don't know, there's some problem with this. So it's actually supposed to activate the pop-up only when I click on click, but for some weird reason it's actually triggering pop-up when I click on any other text in this particular text editor widget. That's kind of weird. Anyway, I think that will be ironed out. So you can basically paste this class name wherever you want across your website, and when the user clicks on that particular class, it can be a Gutenberg block, it can be anything, it will trigger the pop-up. So that's really powerful and I think it's going to be really useful. What do you guys think about this? And I have a lot more videos about Elementor version 2.5.8 coming out. Stay tuned. Talk soon. And that's it for now, and hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And if you need anything else, don't hesitate to ask. I'm ready to help you. Catch you in the next video. Peace.